Hello. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you are new. I thought I would have a little bit of a colour and catch up. Yeah, colour and catch up. This is the colour and catch up COVID edition. Because last week, Monday morning, got up for work, just did a test, and I'd been feeling a little bit funny on the Sunday and it was positive. So then I did feel quite rubbish for a couple of days, and then I feel alright today. So I've had this book, I've had it for a couple of weeks now, I've not done anything in it, and I thought let's have like a little bit of a colouring chat. So this is Karolina Kubikowska, On the Other Side of the Dream. There's some beautiful pages in this, but I thought I'd just do something quick, something different. Thought we'd have a little bit of a play around, because we all know how well that play around went with yesterday when I was playing with those Inktense pans. But I thought we'd have a colouring catch up. Work on this page because I absolutely love it. And I'm going to use Inktense, but I'm going to use the Inktense pencils. I am not messing around with those pans today. I have left my swatch book downstairs, so we're just gonna have to wing it a little. I'm going to use I think I'm going to use this colour maybe, and possibly I will tell you what the colour is in a minute. I am actually, after this video, going to sit down and film a colour along. I don't think I've done a colour along before. Obviously there's no skin colour in these, so I'm looking for something that's going to kind of pass the skin colour. Now that's far too orange. We're going to go with Baked Earth. I hope this book takes water quite well. The paper feels quite nice. And I thought we'd just work on this together. Have a little bit of a chat, could you, with some pink, maybe. Have a bit of a chat, a little bit of a catch up. And just let you know kind of what's been going on. So last Sunday, thankfully, I did what I'm doing now, which is sitting down and filming some videos. I just kind of had like the urge to film quite a bit. So I actually sat down last Sunday, around about this time actually, and filmed 3 videos back to back, which I never do. I normally do one and then I'll post it, and then another night I'll do another one, then I'll post that, and it's just a little, not tedious because I love filming, but when it's a busy week and I feel tired, the last thing I want to do is come and sit upstairs and think about what I'm going to do. Whereas I could just be sat like just colouring. So I filmed 3 videos last Sunday and scheduled them. And then, but as I was doing it, I just felt funny. Like, I can't really tell it. Sorry, this is Carmine Pink. I can't really tell you, like, what exactly I felt like, but I just didn't feel... I've just lost that pen. Oh. I just didn't feel right. I felt funny. In the week, one night in the week, I woke up and I was just coughing, but it just was a bit odd that I'd woke myself up coughing, because it's not something I normally do when I did. But felt fine, like totally felt fine. Just tired, but I'm not going to lie, I'm always tired. And then, so I did that filming on Sunday. I thought this is going to look alright. I did some filming on Sunday, and then like edited and scheduled some videos, and was fine really. Just went to bed like as normal. Got up Monday morning, but I just had a funny feeling all day Sunday, and I don't really know why. So I got up Monday, And I thought, you know, I'm just going to do a test. I was ready for work. I'd had my breakfast and everything. I was literally just about to leave. And I thought, I'm just gonna double check. And it instantly went positive. And do you know when you're like, oh, I knew it. Kind of could have kicked myself for like actually doing a test, but then in the same breath, I'd have felt so guilty if I'd found out that I'd given it to anyone and I'd like been a bit daft. So obviously then couldn't go to work, but also then felt rubbish. Was so tired, just had the worst headache. I felt like I had a chest infection, is one way to describe it. Like, you know, when your chest is burning, it's like a bit on fire. That's kind of what I felt like. I would say Wednesday was probably the worst I felt all week. I was exhausted. I've had a constant headache all week. I've still kind of got a bit of a headache today. It's nowhere near as bad as it was. I feel okay today, if I'm being completely honest. I do feel okay. That's quite nice. I just had some shading in a minute. I have done and I've had to go and do a food shop. We had no food in. Leah's tested positive. He tested positive on Tuesday. Maybe Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday. Very, very faint, like almost invisible. And then the next day it was like, hello, you've got COVID. So it was a bit rubbish, if I'm being completely honest. But I was so lucky that obviously I wasn't any more poorly than I was. Have done a test this morning. It's very, very faint. It looks like I have kind of gotten through it now. It's passed. I sound like I've got a cold. I've no idea how long it's gonna last. It's annoying, but it is what it is. I just want a darker colour. To add some of this paper's okay. It's going a little bit wrinkly. This doesn't look like a colouring book to me, but I'm kind of going with it because I like it. In fact, I'm going to let it dry. I think I'm going to let that dry before I add any more water onto it. But she looks quite nice. That's quite a nice a skin tone. Like, it works quite well in this book, so nice. I'm probably not going to add any pencil to this. It's just going to be a quick colour while we have a chat. So that was my week. Fuming. Absolutely fuming about the whole situation because I've not had it. I've not had it since the beginning. Not that I want to, like, I've tested quite regularly. We had to test twice a week for work, like going back sort of into lockdown period and things like that. I've never had it. I mean, I'd felt ill, but I would say, you know, nothing like too drastic. And then, whenever I've felt ill, I have tested, obviously for work. I don't want to go to school and pass it on to someone and someone be like vulnerable at home, because I would generally never forgive myself if anything happened. This is oak, by the way, if anyone's interested. I'm not really going through the colours just because it's not really a colour along. That's next. I'm excited about. But this is oak. These are lovely. I've not used these for absolutely ages. Yeah, so I have tested quite regularly all the way through this. I know some people did stop. I still do. If I ever get a little bit poorly or if I just get a funny sort of like feeling, I will always test. More so for I see my mum quite often, and she sees my nan. She basically cares for my nan daily, and again, I would be absolutely mortified if I passed it on. So I do test quite regularly. I have tons of tests from work. But yeah, you know, just when you're like, can't believe it, I've actually got it. And it was like a running joke in school, because I am the only person, quite possibly, I think, out of the whole school who hasn't had it. There's not many of us, basically, who haven't had it. And now I've had it. But I've stayed in. I've stayed in for a week. If anything, I've got some colouring done this week, guys. I'm not going to lie. I've absolutely had a ball. It's really got me in the mood. Like, I finish for the summer holidays on Friday, and I can't wait. I've just really enjoyed sitting down, colouring, watching some TV, catching up on some shows. I've loved it. So now I'm like, oh, I actually cannot wait. I can't wait to finish. Excuse me. It's also still a byproduct of the whole sitch. But yeah, I've been dying to colour in this book. I'm going to do these flowers in this carmine pink, and I'm going to add a darker pink to it. Crimson. So obviously I've just kind of like I've just made it positive this week. I have watched some things on TV that I've been dying to watch for ages, but you just don't have time. Like, I'm either too tired of a night, or there's something else on, or there's something we're watching together, so I never really have time to sit and watch myself. I've not done any exercise because I just wasn't not up to it. But this week I will. I was really like in a good habit of going out for a walk, like really concentrating on hitting my steps. Like, I was upping my movements, not necessarily like exercising more, but just generally moving more. And then this happened, but I'm not bothered. I have, however, really refocused myself on my eating. Obviously you all know I joined Slimming World back in November, and it worked really well for me. I lost 2 stone. I lost it in November, December, January, February, March, 4 months, and kept it off. Really, I did put like £6 back on, but it's because I wasn't really on plan. I was just eating stuff that I wanted to eat, and my meals were all healthy, but if I wanted a bar of chocolate or a cake or something, I was just having it. But wasn't really sort of counting anything, or even just paying attention as to what I was doing, if I'm being completely honest. But I did go. Obviously, I'm a Target member at the Slimming World, which is like a slimming club. So you only actually have to go once every 8 weeks. And it come to my 8th week, and I thought, well, I better go. And I'd put £3 on, and I thought, actually, that's not bad. I think I'd put £1 on the last time I went, so I'd put like £4 on. And in this in the time frame, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not that bothered. But then, like, I've been seeing videos on Instagram, and I was kind of thinking, like, do I really want to, like... Basically, I was developing, like, guilt towards, like, food, which is ridiculous. Like, I was eating stuff that I wanted to eat, but then was feeling, like, ridiculously guilty for eating it, because it's like not on plan, or it's got sin value or whatever. And like one of my friends was like, have you ever thought about maybe just calorie counting? And I thought, I have done it in the past, and it was very, like, I was very successful. I did it through the gym. It's very watery, this brush, but I don't know where my other brush is. Really watery. Let me try this one. And then I've been watching like some videos, that's a bit better, on Instagram, and then I found a book that I had. So has anyone ever followed, or does anyone follow The Fitness Chef on Instagram? I've got his first book, so I was like reading through that, and I was like, like what he's saying is true, and like what one of my friends was saying. Obviously, it's just all to do with the amount of calories in to the body and what's burnt, and like you can eat what you want really, as long as if I want to lose weight, then it needs to be in a calorie deficit, and if I don't want to lose weight, I just need to have like balanced calories. So I was thinking like, So I bought his new book. It was in the Prime sale. Lose weight without losing your mind. And I'm reading through that, and it is really good actually, like really good. That's beautiful colour. Excuse me. This is really annoying. But so I'll give you like a basic example. Like, so on Slimming World, if you know this, you know this. If you don't, then this is just an example. But you have things called healthy extras. So you have healthy extra A, which is like dairy, and healthy extra B, which is like a carb, like bread, like a fibre, like a source of fibre really, but it's bread. So you could have like a wrap if it was a Weight Watchers wrap. I never did that and just had a wrap, like a white wrap. I always have, and it's not been a problem. Like one piece of wholemeal bread, that always stuck with me as ridiculous. Or like two like really thin pieces of wholemeal bread. So I just tended to avoid bread because I was like, it's pointless, what's the point? But then you could have like a pita or something. So I would have that, but I wouldn't have bread twice a day. Because after that it's then sinned. But then, so this week I've had bean. I know this is really boring, but I absolutely love beans on toast. Like baked beans on toast is like my favourite. Bit of cheese on there, buzzing. And obviously I was feeling a little bit sorry for myself and a little bit fed up, and I thought, I'm having beans on toast for breakfast, even though I knew that I was having like a pita or a wrap for tea. I thought, I'm just going to do it. So I have tracked my calories all week this week, and I've lost 4 pounds. I'm absolutely buzzing, which puts me like smack bang back at target. I'm going out celebrating NDA with my work friends in so not this week, the week after. And I did say that before I went, I wanted to lose. Why have I done this? I am ridiculous. Why would you not work this way? I've gone, I'm just stupid. I did want to lose half a stone because I just feel better myself, and I've lost 4 pounds this week. So I'm not bothered if I lose the half stone before we go out now. I've had some so good food, and like, I love an ice cream. I love a dessert. I'm a big dessert fan. Love it. And so I think it was actually the Fitness Chef, what he did a post, like, you know, if you want chocolate but you want to save calories, and it was a Snickers, which I do love, and I love a Snickers, compared to a Snickers ice cream, you know, the one that's like a bar but an ice cream, and they were like half the calories. So I bought some of them. So I've actually had ice cream twice this week, which again I definitely would not have done. And I just feel like this might be more sustainable, because it is kind of like, I was reading his book this morning, and it's like it's common sense. You binge because you've deprived yourself of something for so long. And I am quite bad like that. Like, I'll be so good and not have any chocolate whatsoever, and then like go absolutely mad because I think, right, I'm having a treat today. So I'm giving that a go. I don't particularly want to lose any more weight than I've already lost, so it's just we're just going to see what happens. I'm just being more mindful, I think. And if I want, I can do Slimming World again whenever I want, as long as I go once every 8 weeks just to get weighed. It doesn't really matter. I don't even have to stay. But yeah, so that was a positive, one of the positive things this week other than my positive test. Lol. Fuming. What else have I done this week? Oh, so as I say, I have watched some TV. I have watched... Does anybody watch this? Please let me know in the comments, because I'd love to talk to someone about it, because it was brilliant. It's on Netflix. It's called Archive 81. I've been dying to watch it, because it just looked... You know when you see a trailer or like an advert to something and you think, that's right up my street. Well, I seen that and was like, that is right up my street. Let's have a drink. It's thirsty today. I just had breakfast as well, so that is probably why. It's got no bleed through, and this paper is not really buckling, so it seems to be working quite well. And these look beautiful on this paper. This paper is quite grey. It does seem very smooth. I'd be interested to see what pencil looks like on it, but so far I'm loving it. Let's find a nice green. Oh yes, could do the dark green just for a little bit of I'll do. So what was I talking about? I know what I was talking about. So I watched Archive 81. I'm obviously not going to spoil it, but if you haven't watched it, it's about a guy who is employed to basically restore some old videotapes. It's really good. It's kind of at bits you're a bit like, what the hell is going on? Like, what is going on? This is weird. But then it just kind of makes sense. I loved it. Loved it. I'd love to know if anyone's watched it. Send me a message on Instagram or comment below and we can have a chat about it, but I won't spoil it. If you haven't seen it, I do recommend go and watch it. So I've watched that this week. I have watched... What else have I watched? Oh, okay. So I don't know if... I probably have mentioned this, but I am a massive horror fan. I love horror films. I love just a traditional slasher, for being completely honest. My absolute favourite is Scream. I remember watching it as a kid. I was that... My mum was that parent who just let us watch what we wanted. And I used to watch it with my cousins and we loved it. And I bought it. They were really, really cheap. Got the Blu-ray box sets, like second hand. I got the trilogy and then number 4, which I'd actually never seen. I think I kind of held 1, 2 and 3 with such high regard that I thought, I can't, it's just going to be rubbish. And I remember sitting down one Sunday and watching number 1, and that was as far as I got. The box set got put away and left. And it was just sat there, and I thought, well, the new one's out, and I could have put money on it that I'd seen it on Sky, but when I looked, it's not. So maybe it was advertising it on, you know, where you can buy it. So I sat down and I'd watched one and two. I think that might have been in the last half term actually. It was quite recent. So I watched 3 and then I watched 4. I've seen 3. I think I may have only seen it once or twice. But I've never seen number 4 and I really actually enjoyed number 4. It was better than I thought it was going to be. I didn't really guess who the killer was, so that's always a bonus. So I watched that. Then Resident Evil, huge fan of Resident Evil. Absolutely love the games. I love the movies. I know that some people absolutely hate them, but I love them. I always have done. I love the games. I've just recently, I think it was my birthday last year, maybe it was Christmas, I completed number 8, which was just immense, and I'd just completed 7 before it, because I had never played 7. I don't actually think I played any after number 3, which is a bit annoying, because but they're remaking them, so I probably will get the chance. But loved 7, and I love number 8. The Netflix series started on, I think it was Thursday. Let's finish that in 2 days. I think on Friday. Probably watched about 4 or 5 episodes just back to back. I've been a sloth this week. That is no joke. So this week I'm going to try, and I think I've got a busy week. Tomorrow after school we're having like a pizza party, end of year celebration, pizza truck and stuff. So that's till 6 o'clock. Then I don't know if, but one of the teachers are leaving, so we were going to go for a meal. That was meant to be on Tuesday. This was another reason as to why I was going to switch up the whole diet situation, because I knew, like, it's just easier, isn't it? Like, I want to go out and just eat and not really worry about what I'm eating and drinking. To be honest, when I go out, I might as well not be on a diet. So this is just another thing. But I don't know if that's happening on Tuesday, because he actually had COVID as well. So I can safely say I definitely got it from school. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so this week I'm going to try not to be so sloth-like. But yes, I watched that. I really, really enjoyed that. I'd be interested if anyone else has watched it yet. Resident Evil. I know it's having mixed reviews, but as I say, I don't watch reviews. I watch reviews of games because I like to see kind of gameplay and things like that. But I don't watch reviews of films. I don't read reviews of books. I very much like to just make up my own mind. If I like something, I like it, and if I don't, I don't. I couldn't really care if everybody in the world thinks it's awful. If I like it, I like it. I'm quite mature enough and able enough to make up my own mind. So I don't really look at reviews, but I do know that it has had mixed reviews, but I generally enjoyed it. I loved the characters. I loved the kind of direction. It was just a cool show. I appreciate a cool show, and it kept me entertained when I was feeling a bit crap, so I enjoyed it. But yeah, if you've watched it, let me know. I'd love to know what you think. I'm just using, sorry on this I've not said, it is the Beach Green and the Ionian Green. I did actually game yesterday. not done that for a couple of weeks. I was speaking to one of my friends and they were playing Tales of Arise, and I thought, oh, I've not played that for ages, and I've not completed it actually. And I was talking to my brother, and we were discussing, I absolutely love the Saints Row games. They are ridiculous, but I absolutely love them. And that apparently the new one is coming out next week, and I thought, oh, I'm going to buy it. Absolutely going to buy it. I have birthday money left. But then I was thinking, will I have any room on the PlayStation for another game? Because I've got so many on there, and I was like, I just need to complete some. So yesterday I thought, let's put Tales of Arise on, and I might play some more today actually, because I really enjoyed it. So I did do that yesterday, and I filmed yesterday having a play with the Inktense pans. Disastrous. Well, that's me being incredibly critical of myself and harsh, but I had no idea what I was doing with them. So they're going to need playing around with, I think. I've done it again. Why am I working anti-clockwise? Trying to think what else I've been catching up on. Obviously, I am a Marvel and a superhero fan. So, Ms. Marvel, that finished on Wednesday. I absolutely loved that series. It was great. Can't wait for the Marvels film to come out. I love Captain Marvel. This is quite a nice page, actually. I'm going to use some Distress Oxide on the background as well. Probably in the new colour. Or maybe Villainous Potion. Maybe Villainous Potion and Saltwater Taffy. So yeah, I did that. I've been a bit bored. Have coloured. I've done a lot of colouring. I've done a Neri page, which was a budget colour with Erica, which you will have seen. It was in the page that I did the Inktense pans on, which should have uploaded before this one, I think. I'm hoping I can get this whole page done in this video, because I don't really want to do a second one. And I'm totally blamed. This video was inspired by Zoe from Addicted to Colouring, because we were talking yesterday and she said I needed to do an hour-long colouring chat, so here I am. So I'm blasting through. And considering I've not been out of the house for a week, I've got a fair bit to talk about. So yeah, I've done a fair bit of colouring. Come up with some ideas for the channel. I've spent a little bit of money. Bought myself some pan pastels, so can't wait for those to come. That'll be an experience. I will film it for entertainment purposes. Might have to watch some videos beforehand to see what I'm doing. I'm assuming you just put them down on the page with the fancy little tool. What else? I don't think I've not watched any films, have I? No, I watched Divergent last night while I was colouring in. I love that film. And I was like, oh my god, do you remember when, like, it was like a trend, wasn't it? Like the Hunger Games trend, then Divergent come out, then The Maze Runner. Like, I love all them films. Like, dystopian. Type films. Okay, so that was leaves done. I'm flying through this. I think I've only really got the leaves on the page to do. I'm just going to Posca this. The leaf. Oh, I wasn't even in shot. I've basically just Posca'd that little leaf up there. Right, I did want to add a tiny little bit of shading. Not a lot, but now this is dry now, so I've wanted this book for so long, and it's kind of, I need to colour in it or it's not going to get coloured in type thing. I think because I'm so zoomed in, I keep sticking my head in, so I do apologise. I don't think I've ever done skin with Inktense. I'm not going to lie, I'm not mad at it. It's quite nice. And adding this red, I mean, apart from that bit, but I can... It's nice, isn't it? It's very red. Oh, God. I feel very... I'm probably jinxing myself now because I'll say this and then the complete opposite will actually happen. But at the minute, I feel like really creative. Like, I feel like I just want to get stuck in and, like... That's not the one. Yes, it is the one. I feel like I just want to... It sounds a bit daft, but feel brave. Like, let's just do it, who cares type thing. Hence why I just grabbed this book. I didn't even really think about it. I thought when I go upstairs, do a colouring chat, one that I can do in one sitting, and this book just kind of leapt out at me. But I am feeling this. I don't want to give her a moustache. Because that will be travesty. Okay, love. I love, love, love. Right, her. Let's not go... She's got horns, for God's sake. So let's not go basic. Let's go absolutely purple. Oh, this is one of my favourite colours, I think. Let me just see. Yes. I feel like I just want a lighter one now to go with it. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm randomly just quickly swatching out some colours because I absolutely love this. Just, in fact, I think I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. I was looking for another colour, but why? Dusky purple, I love, love, love. I'm going to give her purple here. Oh, I can definitely see myself doing more and more pages in this book because they're just really fun. I don't know what to do with these weird things. I don't know, owls, demons. Who knows? Let's just see what that looks like. really watery before, and now it's like really dry. Can't win. But I'm kind of like, don't want to squeeze it. I quite like this. Oh, that's the leaf. I'm gonna have to squeeze it. It's very dry. Yeah, so I'm feeling quite creative, as in just enjoying it. I always enjoy it, I love colouring, but sometimes I'm like, what shall I do? Like, I've genuinely not put any previous thought into this page before actually switching the camera on, grabbing a pencil, other than thinking I want to do it in Inktense. And I had a little look at what could possibly be a skin tone, but then didn't have my swatch book anyway, so I just kind of went for it. And I like it. It's quite nice because she's got a warm feeling to her. I'm looking at that timer and I'm like, how am I going to get it done? I might not get the background done, but I think I'll just do that off camera. Just because this was a bit of a catch up. But in other news, I did post it on my community tab. The channel turned 1. Officially 1. I've had the YouTube account way longer. Like years, I think. I don't know why, because I didn't ever watch anything on it. I was never really like a big sort of YouTube viewer until I started colouring, really. But it's been a year. It was a year, sorry, on Monday. The day that COVID got me. It was a year since I'd posted my first video, so we were 1. Which is mental, absolutely mental, can't believe it. Obviously the channel has had a name change and a bit of a look change, I think, just to fit with how it evolved and the direction it sort of went in. And I was going to do a live stream, which obviously I was not in any. You didn't want me sniffing, sneezing, coughing and sounding like death. Live, nobody wanted that. So I will reschedule that probably for next weekend now. But keep an eye on the community tab because I will post it on there. I just feel like this is going to be a busy week. So for me to say I'm going to do it in the week, there's a possibility that's not going to happen. So I might do it next weekend. We'll see. But that's just crazy. A year. So if you have been with me for the year, thank you so much, fully appreciate it. And if you are new, I appreciate that too. I appreciate every follow and view and comment and like. like really, really do. So thanks a lot. And hopefully you like what I am putting out. I'm going to be putting out. She's nearly done. She is nearly done. I don't know why these, but in my head I've just gone, these need to be blue. So with that said, I want a really dark blue. It's really difficult when you've not got your swatches. Right. I'm going for iron blue. Only actually just going to colour the tops because there's no point going over the black. I need to get a brush because I am fully aware of how annoying that is. I've just realised my other book's downstairs. My other brush is downstairs because I've used water mediums on my Airy page as a base. So it'll be downstairs, but this one's not been too bad. And then all I need to do is that leaf in the top corner, which I keep forgetting about, these berries that I'm just going to do the same colour as the flowers. And then I'm going Distress for the background, and I might just do just one colour. I haven't opened actually. I've not opened the Uncharted Marinette Oxide, so I might use the Oxide on it just to see what it's like. I'm just spreading this blue out a little bit just because I can kind of see it. We'll do berries. I think the berries. It might be buds. It don't really matter. Nope. I feel like I need to do an Inktense page in. I've just got the urge to work with them in a Kirby book, I think. Feeling a Kirby coming on. I am currently working on a mythographic page, which has been a long time coming, and I'm actually enjoying it. I sat and based it last night in alcohol marker while I was watching Divergent, and this morning I've done a little bit of colouring before, a bit of pencil work before I went and did the shop, because we literally had nothing in. I mean, last week we did a good shop, thankfully, because I generally didn't leave the house till Friday, and that's because I had to. We had no milk. That's blue. Oops. I just use blue there. It won't matter. If anything, it'll just add to the darkness. He says, add in more green. Lol. Please don't go blue. But I hope everyone else is okay. I hope everyone's staying safe. That actually worked out quite well. It's not blubber multi blue. There we go. One last thing I need to do. I'm just going to grab this. So this is an RT Stroke multi-surface quick drying acrylic extra fine paint marker. I used these on my Erie page yesterday and absolutely loved them. So I'm just going to scribble a bit of yellow on there. Why would these owls / demons not have yellow eyes? You tell me. And to be honest, I think I used the white one before and wasn't really impressed with it. But I think I just hadn't shook it up well enough, because actually they're really good. And they're super fine tipped as well. I think I used green as well yesterday. I just don't know where to put it. I'll just show you. Let me just give it a little shaky shake. Oh. But they're really nice. I just thought I would add this in. It's just a little bit of see if you can pick it up. Just a detail, really. A bit of interest. But these are really nice. I think I'll have to. They do need activating, so I need to activate the others, but I quite like them. Just squibbling around this way a minute. I tell you what, you want to see this desk? Like a bomb's exploded. It's because I've just been going for it like, way. Let's bang some colours on here. That little triangle is just begging for something a little bit extra, isn't it? Bit of Pentel Jewel, why not? And then, that's it. Oh, no it's not. There's a twig. But yeah, I'm feeling much better today. So I'm gonna get some filming done, get some colouring done. Get ready for my final week of the year. Whoop whoop. Summer is around the corner, guys. But yeah, that's pretty much me all caught up. I've not really done anything. I am going to add some of this oxide to this page and maybe some silver splats. But I have thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that little colouring catch up. I've just had a lot of fun actually doing that. That was really good. I definitely think Inktense might be the way for this book, because the line work is so heavy on it anyway. That it looks quite cool, doesn't it? I like the effect the Inktense pencil gives it, really. It's like that painterly, sketchy, illustratory look. But I'm going to leave it there so I can do this background. Thanks so much for watching. If you're still with me, hi, welcome to the end of the video. Leave me a thumbs up, leave me a little comment, and I will see you all very, very soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Adios.